Hey, it's your boy D Bando, man. Tune into my BuildABeat. Yeah, so I'm gonna just play the sound. The first sound is a flute, like a flute loop. I'm gonna play it, see what we're working with. And the second sound we have is a tornado siren. Ooh. Yeah, that's dope. So we definitely gotta make that do a good flip with the beat. Start with the flute tone. And once I get the BPM of the original loop, and then I can basically like change it to wherever I want it to. That's the first thing you need to do, like just to lock it in. So it's at 193, so I want to make it kind of saucy, so I'll probably take it down to like 130, and let's see what that sound like. That sounds dope to me. So I'll put an EQ on the loop and take out the low end. And let's see how this That way when I add my bass, it won't collide. So the next step I want to do, maybe want to go with a clap or like a rim. Let's see how the rim would sound with the flute. Yeah, so I kind of have my go-to rim when I'm dealing with flutes. So I just kind of go to my go-tos and try to see which one would sound, would kind of complement the flute. The guy who taught me how to do beats, he started me off on FL, and I tried other programs, but FL is just like, they really guide you and kind of help you, to really get to where you need to be, for me. And that's what I like about it, FL game. Sound like it's a live instrument. Sometimes the instruments be played live and some of it don't just be on point. So you gotta like kind of move stuff around. Okay, got it. Not really feeling the perk on it, so I think I'm gonna go with a clap. Clap will give it a more wavy sound. I've been making beats probably about 7, 8 years. So I mean, it's just you'll get a wave, like it's just a shock through your body, and you just keep playing the beat over and over. Sometimes you'll play the beat for like an hour or two, cause you just, even if you can't rap, you just the beat just do something to you. So the clap is a better wave to me on this beat. And now my next, I kind of go with the hi-hats. So I like to do my hi-hats first because the hi-hats will give me the bounce I'm looking for before I do the 808s. Some people do 808s first, but me, I like the hi-hats. With the hi-hats, like, it's crazy how I do it because I just put stuff everywhere. And then I kind of just, hear it from there, then, kind of move some things around. So you might just see me just draw some stuff. Well, the producers I get inspired by is kind of the older producers, like the Jazzy Phase, the Heat Makers with the dope samples, Justice League, because they're more musical, and today's like the London on the Track, You know, it's a lot of producers I kind of, you know, get inspired by because they're taking the older sound and then they, you know, putting a new wave and a new sauce on it to make it, you know, their sound. It was at one point, it was like, you know, music kind of got away from being musical. Everything was just so simple and, you know, but, you know, people like to have a good feeling about, you know, a good vibe. And I think the keys, the guitars, that helps, you know, with the melodic sound today. I got the hi-hats down. I want to add some snares behind the claps to still giving me that, you know, that bounce I need. So I'm gonna find, I need a dope snare, but not too much, nothing that's too crazy. Fruit Loop is the dopest beat making program I have ever touched. So it kind of guides you on having it. Sometimes I kind of like slide and kind of move stuff, but I don't want to have it too off where it have the track off beat. So that's a good thing about Fruit Loops, you know, with the grid. Let me say this. Never forget to save. But I think this one have an auto save.
You ever had an experience where you've lost a beat?
Yes, and I cried. I cried because it was like I was so into it I wasn't even thinking to save the beat. It was just like I wasn't even thinking about nothing. It was like so dope. I probably had like 17 instruments that I sit there and played, and man, oh I was sick. I was sick. File corrupted. Couldn't get it back. So now that I got that down, that's like my foundation for the beat. Now I want to incorporate the drums. I like to start with my 808s before my kicks. So we try to find a dope 808 that'll fit, that'll complement the loop. And the same thing with the 808s, like there are still notes, so you still have to find the note that fit, you know, whatever sounds you have in it. Sometimes you can be out of key. So me, I start kind of high, so I can hear a better sound of the note of the 808. It depends on the beat. Like if it's like real melodic, far as guitar, keys, I kind of like to mix as I'm going. I'm in a zone, so you know, so much with the instruments that I don't want to, you know, ideas just rushing. I don't want to like kind of miss nothing as I'm going. So the mixing, like, we can always do that kind of later, but I just kind of touch it up as I'm going. And then I hum out my notes as I'm going too. So I'll be like, doom, doom, boom, boom. Kind of help me just find the notes of the 808s. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. Growing up, I like listened to a lot of older music, just being with my mom, just like Al Green and stuff. So when I decided to make beats, it's like I was more on the musical side, as far as like I love live instruments. So yeah, I started like playing the cello first, and then I started with the violin. And I was like, "You serious?" Yes. And then I'm okay with the keyboard. I'm still learning, but I know keys because you know, I harmonize and I can kind of find the notes of the keys. So yes. Okay, my next step I want to go with, I'm going to add the kick on top of the 808 just to still give it that bounce feel. And it's very important to choose the right kick that's on the 808 because sometimes they can collide and it'll give you, you know, a bad sound. with an 808 this heavy, I like to go with a lighter kick for as more pointy kick. Sometimes you might have to do an additional mixing to it. Well, in the past, I've worked with June James. He's a platinum producer. Sound Mob, they're platinum producers, and Sound Mob is the guys who taught me how to make beats. You know, so shout out to them. I would love to work with Take Heat. He's dope. Take Heat dope. Like right now in this area, there's a lot of dope producers. I'm coming to find out a lot of these, you know, artists, they producing their own records now, you know, doing the whole Kanye thing. So that's dope as well, you know, to be an artist. I'm an artist and producer too. And, you know, knowing like Travis Scott make beats too, like that's dope, you know what I'm saying? The next thing I want to do, I want to add like some open hats. With the tornado sound, I was thinking like more in the beginning, like far as an intro, to kind of just wind the whole beat up, and then just boom, just drop. So let's see how that sound. I love it. I feel like it's dope. This is the final beat, you know. I'm gonna let y'all hear it. Okay, if I was to send this beat out to someone, I think I'd send it like to a Kendrick Lamar. I think Kendrick can kind of flip this. Appreciate you tuning in with your boy D Bando, man. We just did a dope BuildABeat with Spinrilla. Hope y'all liked it. Tune in for more. Hey.